So just swept around from 2 pieces of foil to a different signal in the 60s, and this was on the surface, wasn't even below the surface. I can't tell if that's got any age to it or what it was for. I mean, I am seeing a face there, but that's only because the two things look a bit like eyes. I don't know what that is. See if anybody else does later. Interesting. Not sure what this is, but there seems to be some age to it. Heavy. Is that decorative or is that just accreted to it? In addition to a metal detecting weekend, we're next to an airfield, so we're getting a constant overflow of airplanes. Okay, I've got a signal down here. A bit of trash. Yeah, moo tube. Yeah, some people said these have been coming up, so we have our first moo tube of the day. And here we are on the Saturday of RCM2 near Cirencester, out in field 15, out with Lee Perrin and Stephen Brame. We're out in Throng somewhere. Had my first find of note this morning, which is a little pewter button. Of course it's a button. So I've come across from the entrance over there, sort of walked from the perimeter to here. First find of note, looks like a chain of some description, modern, still with the clasp intact, amazing. You can see it's broken all the clasp, so probably why it's fallen off somebody's wrist. Yep, a chain. And next up, from about 4 inches down, sort of a 50 signal, is this sort of thing of lead, very pliable lead thing, don't know what that is. Top off something, or screwed on something maybe, but yeah, a lead thingy. And next up, from down there about 4 inches down, is another little pewter button, shank intact on that one. Second pewter button of the day so far, but it's not. You still get a little bit of it.
Can you put, like, you don't want to stop putting sponges on it, do you?
Saturday afternoon sessions, been back for a pint, and this is the first decent signal. I suspect that's some form of buckle, some age to it as well. So there you go, a buckle, I suspect, of some description. So Sunday morning at RCM, 3 new fields open. I mean, one of those, the left field, I guess, out of 3 on a run. We'll see. Fine today. First signal down here. I think I can see it in the bottom of the hole. Looks like a tag of some description. Here's the tag. Is that off a cattle, I guess? So RCM Saturday, I didn't go out Friday because it was raining. Some brave souls did. Found some nice bits apparently. I am on field, I don't know what field I'm on. I'm out with Adrian, Dave, various other and sundries. Had a load of bullets and blobs so far. First find, no age, but is actually a find and not a bullet, which is a key. There's a bit of iron in it, so did well pick that up. Yeah, so I went that way towards field 7 at the back. Furthest field apparently. Off we go. And probably about 20-30 minutes since the last clip, we've had so many more bullets and bits of bullets. And we have our first button today though. Little pewter button up here. Change field, heading that way. Towards the back fields, towards 7. But yeah, little pewter button. So we're heading that way, towards 8 and 7, or 7 and 8. And next signal, not next signal, I've had about 10 more bullet fragments. Next signal, there isn't a bullet, still no real age to it, some form of screw and hook thing. And next up, thought it was going to be something like that, covered in mud, thought it was going to be another shotgun end, but it appears to be a ring thing. What I can't work out, I think it's a ring thing, or just a ring thing. There seems to be a pattern on it. Or that could just be the optimistic detectorist in me wanting to be a pattern. Yeah, I don't know. First find out of the copse behind me, and it is another part of a bullet. Strangely, and I assume it's because the hill there and then these trees here, but this part of field 7 is completely devoid of the blustery gale that was blowing on literally the other side of the hedge, so that's an improvement. So I'm going to head that way across there and then crisscross and just go for a meander. So we have what looks like our first coin of the day. Little 3-decimal farthing, maybe? A penny, something like that. Not going to ID that one easily. It's toasty. But at least it's a coin. Pissing it down again out there and blowing a gale. So retreated into what looks like a little woodland path, just bumped in a couple of look. Who said that it goes all the way down there. So I think I should really get to field 6 that way and stay under cover. Obviously, no detected in the woods, but I'll just walk down that way. Surface fine from just down there. Part of some spectacles. Yes. Heading off the fields now because it's really starting to come in. You can see the sky there. Very blustery, a bit spitty with the rain. Another signal, very scratchy. That's because it's a little tiny bit of a thimble. Shame it's not a whole one, but yeah, a little bit of a thimble. This is how windy it is. One of the portaloos is over. That was over in the night last night as well. Somebody picked it up by the morning, but it's gone again. So we're using that portaloo.
You know Metal Detecting News has free giveaways? I'd better subscribe then, it'd be daft to miss out.